What the f-
The vote those who opposed by breaking from the anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was for. Yes?
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent.
I am from the... But if you... I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
I'm curious.
Nobody whined. I called... When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it. Of course not my... Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Gislet...
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicolina. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
What do you...
I am... most... In such troubled times as these, however...
Do you think that you and I might, someday...
You and I? Don't be absurd, my dear. Yes?
Do you think that you and I might, someday...
You and I? Don't be absurd, my dear.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance.
You return?
Do you know who the Grand
Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. What more do you wish to know?
What are you doing?
My sister... Beyond... It is little enough work to offer some comfort to the...
How are the...
You did... Some of them... In either case, they no longer believe the...
Do you have him...
The village... People have... More than that I cannot say. It is a case...
Farewell.
Make her go with you. You return? Farewell.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's Templars. According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than I anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andras's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk.
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Elysian politics, Lady Montillier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you. Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitary?
Lady Drummond promised a visit. She has useful resources if we can get her to set aside her games.
What are her politics?
Oh, no, I meant actual games. She made me play that with her for 8 hours once. Good day to you. We've gathered many favors among the nobility.
Any thoughts on the...
Who did you mean? His travels must have taken him strange places.
Let's...
Good. What may I do for you? We once sent entire fleets across... no. These...
Great aunt?
I don't recall seeing you at any of them.
I was less than sterling company when I was younger.
Modest in temper?
You know the Trevelyan family?
Heraldry is a passion of mine. I'm also first in line to become the head... If anything, the Alliance... If we... Protection, Council,
Tell me, do you believe...
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago. Well, in any case, many already believe you will.
Let's speak...
Farewell. What may I do for you?
Why did you...
It's to everyone's benefit if we prevent the
So was...
The violence must be curbed before we see it turn to full-scale war.
Bringing the Mage Templar
Surely we can find a solution that doesn't leave all of Thedas in ruins.
What?
We are a young cause. Diplomacy is essential to our credibility.
And you speak...
I do. As well as prevent controversy as news of us spread.
How have...
Make many... I intend to see that they are. We moved through... I believe we actually met in Val Royaux. Leliana...
What exactly do you...
Forgive me. The game It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter. Another... Good day to you.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Sigrid can get that for you, sir. Blessed are they who stand before...
Let us begin.
watch over you.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I can't really say.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Something must be done, immediately.
Nothing will be done.
Commander Cullen said the same thing. It's an outrage. There are mages here we know are guilty of heinous crimes. You would let that pass?
Yes, as will you. We are not here to coddle them.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
Is there an issue with the Templars? Can I help?
The Templars need to learn they have other uses than hunting mages. It's not easy for them. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying. Cole, or whatever he calls himself, may have helped at Theronford, but that doesn't mean we should trust him.
I will vouch for Cole's character. Give him a chance.
I'd rather he keep away from me. I suppose my concerns can wait. The Templars are making final preparations. After what happened with the Lord Seeker, they're eager to prove themselves.
The Templars aren't...
I knew part... If you had not gone to Theronford, there would have been no one left to save.
Is there anything I...
I'm glad to have the charges on our... despite evidence to the contrary.
See reason, Lissette.
Commander Cullen took
cannot
me
stay
aside.
here.
Disturbing news, but I'm glad you were there to intervene. Thank you.
How did you come...
We'll see how right I am in time. Walk in...
It occurs to me I don't actually know much.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
The Circle of Magi, Dos...
Yes, I suppose that... Tell me, do you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Can you tell me...
We were meant to be incorruptible. We disciplined the Templars and worked. That kind of... If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Do you think that...
Possibly. They were in my heart. I believe they...
You mentioned...
Entire. Our. Weak. Seekers can gain other gifts. So that...
What kind of gift?
I can set delirium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages... Some Seekers use it to interrogate. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill.
What?
It was... The Seekers saw themselves as justified. And they led...
You sound like...
We knew. We looked. But if we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root cause...
You're right.
When we would find... The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable.
How does...
We train rigorously for years. Our bodies are...
Is the vid...
It is the... We empty, and the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot...
I wish I could have...
If the vigil was not so arduous, what if made... I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll...
I've no more...
Greetings.
I'd like to get to know you.
There's not much to know.
You're being modest.
Do you think me a braggart?
No, I think you're interesting.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra. I joined the Seagate. I remain. That's all there is.